Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slavik. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective. Let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today for the months of May. Messages for you for the months of May. First card, Amalato. Amalato. Amalato is a card of sickness. Not necessarily like a physical sickness. I will clarify exactly what that means. Well, that's the second message. Stanza. Stanza. Stanza's room. And we have Latorato. I'll draw one more. Literate and one more. Lamante. All right. Let's analyze this. The deeper meaning of what should you expect for the months of May. What is this card of sickness? Wheel of Fortune. Very good. Okay, so the first card came up as a sickness, tired, exhaustion, right? You kind of feel like I kind of feel like you have been tired. There's some sort of circumstances that you're facing currently that makes you very tired. You're tired, right? You're tired. You want changes, and of course, Wheel of Fortune comes up. It's pretty much means a shift. It's a good luck. It's health. It's feeling better. You should feel much better, whatever it is you're going through. What are you going through that make you feel so ill, stressed, maybe to some of you, exhausted, tired all the time? Right? You're just tired of some sort of situation. You want that change. You want things to change. You're physically exhausted. Maybe you're physically exhausted dealing with some sort of situation. So, what makes you feel this way? What makes you feel this way? Because I do see by the Wheel of Fortune that situation coming to an end. Yeah. See, Eight of Swords. You are being put in a very strict boundaries. Detain, restrain. Some of you could have been tortured. Some of you could have been subjected to some sort of inhumane, unethical procedures. Straight up torture. See, your hands were tied. And whoever did this to you and whoever's still doing this to you, I see that situation will change in May. You going to break yourself free from all these restrictions that somebody have put in on you. So no wonder you feel this way, right? No wonder you're tired. You're tired. It's a very heavy energy here. Like I said, to the point where you feel physically sick, physically tired. There's only so much you can handle and you can take. So in months of May, there will be a decision made for you. Not even from you. It's a Wheel of Fortune here. It's a universe themselves that are stepping in a way to free you. There's a freedom here because you have had enough. You have had, whoever did this to you is clearly a sick individual. Maybe it's a group of sick people that detain you and restrain you. Who put these boundaries? Who put these boundaries for you? Who did this to you? Who tortured you for a very long time? Who told you, who put you in this situation? That's my question. Who put you in this situation? Money aspect. Whoever did this because of the sake of financial gain. There's big money involved here. Someone wanted to live a comfortable lifestyle, comfortable life. Someone threw you under the bus, betray you, abused you, set you up, framed you for the sake of their own comfort. There's the two cards signifying of profit, financial profit. And individuals that wanted chance, financial opportunity for themselves. Who is this individual? Justice system. Law, law, something to do with law, legality. Well, in your case, it would be illegal. Something that was done to you were illegal, was illegal. It's a violation of not only a law of man, but also universal law here was breached. Whatever was done to you was inhumane. Like I said, you've been under these restrictions ongoing basis, most likely for years. To the point where I feel like you're not feeling good. You're not feeling well. There's consequences for what was done to you because somebody wanted to get rich. Yeah, the devil, of course. It's a group of people that are highly codependent on money, codependent on status. It could be a toxic government, toxic legal system, illegal system, people who are supposed to be a government agents, a government employees, government officers who are corrupt. It's a corruption on a government basis and a government level. I don't know what these people did to you. But one thing I know for sure, that whatever was done to you was so sickening, unprecedented, inhumane, degrading, and highly torturous in nature, to the point that you fell ill. Some sort of psychological, maybe, psychological torture, some sort of inhumane human experimentation, maybe for some of you. I've read in comments, some of you mentioned like MK Ultra. It's worse than that. Whatever I see was done to you by the government, worse than MK Ultra. Because MK Ultra is different. This is worse than that. It's so sickening. So people who did this to you are completely crazy. Crazy person, crazy people. Who got profited of this project? Who got profited it? The card of World. Three of Pentacles. Give me a second. Temperance. The card of Medicine. It's a woman. It's a woman, and somebody was this woman who did this. It's a woman. If you know for sure that this has nothing to do with like government experiments, if you know for sure this is not the case, there's also another scenario that I see, that some woman here did something to you through gossip, through lies, through perjury, through fraud, reported you maybe, because I see you suffered here. You suffered at the hands of this sick woman, right? This is who did this to you. But I also see that in the months of May and forth on, the wheel of fortune is going to be turning in your favor. Which means that whoever this female is that did this to you, the mastermind, highly demonic, highly toxic person, she will be restrained and detained. Even though I do see she's fighting right now. She does not want to lose her freedom. She pretty much does not want to go to prison. So it's a woman, and the lover's card was somebody else. A woman was somebody else. A woman that highly concerned about her personal financial abundance. She wanted chance. She wanted an opportunity to be successful, to live luxurious life, to have everything she wants. What is this lover's card? Clarify it. Strings card. 2, again 2. 9 of Wands. Page of Swords. 9 of Swords. Well, I don't see that there's like necessarily anybody that supports this woman. Or if there is somebody that supports this woman, to be frank with you, I do see this woman is herself is ill currently. I do see she's stressing out, she's worried. She doesn't know how to get out of what she did to you because there's a consequences, right? It's a very valid lawsuit. If whatever the action of this sickening woman brought into your life to the point of you not feeling well, right? You may develop anxiety. You could have obtained post-traumatic stress disorder. That is a health issues. This woman caused you suffering. It's called pain and suffering. You will definitely be eligible to sue her for that. So no wonder she's so obsessed. And look at her. She's aggressive. She's angry. She's just a immature Page of Sword and 9 of Swords. She's aggressing. So let's analyze this sickening woman here for a second. Because I do see that the direct result of this sick woman and her involvement into putting some sort of restrictions into your life, blocking your path, it could resonate anything, but definitely to do with the law, because there's a legal card came up. So who is this woman? Let's first analyze who is this woman. If this woman is currently trying to inflict any harm on you, I don't see that she will be successful in it. So who is this woman, and what is this woman actually wanted? Who is this woman? Who is this woman? First card, very toxic, very manipulative, and a destructive. She's a toxic person. Devil and toxicity kind of go hand in hand. It's a female that is very, very manipulative. She's very manipulative, okay? She was able, most likely, to manipulate the court system. She was able to manipulate everybody. Gaslighting, narcissistic, okay? Narcissist. Other love, still in love with past cheating, secret affection. A woman that clearly has some sort of issue of letting go. Toxic person, okay? Cannot let go, cannot forgive, cannot forget. Highly controlling, very abusive, highly manipulative. But the reason why this woman did this to you, because like I said, she was looking out for the personal chance for herself. There's a card of job, career. She wanted job. There's money here. So this sickening woman did this to you because she wanted a good fortune and good luck in her personal career. This woman could be working for the government. She could be a police officer. She could be a lawyer. She could be a judge. She could be any government agent, government actor, how we call it. Yeah, she's very manipulative. It's all about job here for her. She wanted it. She said, I want it. I want money. I want promotion. I want wealth. She did not take into consideration what her action and her sickening desire of power and wealth do to you and your family. She didn't care. Remember, she's a narcissistic psychopath. She never cared about anybody. This sick woman only cared about her job. No wonder she didn't get promoted by herself and her superiors. She has to lie. She has to frame people in order to be successful in life. So what does it tell you about this woman? She's a loser. But she found a way, okay? She found a way. Clearly through some sort of relationship. She found a man. You see, she found a lover. Her ex, maybe. Or having an affair. Maybe she had an affair with this man. Or maybe that man had an affair with her. You see, she manipulates everybody. So she wanted money here. I do see she will be punished. This woman will be punished. When I say that one day you will sue this sick woman, that is 100% fact that this sociopathic narcissist will get maximum punishment for making you feel the way you have been feeling this whole entire time. Because this sick woman wanted promotion. Yeah, there's a card of witch. Witch, right? Witch. She's a witch. She maybe pays somebody to do witchcraft. And I do see as well that she will have no money, no abundance. See, what did she wanted? What does this woman ever wanted? Success? She wants to attract success by manipulations, by having some sort of dealings with the devil, by lying. Her punishment is not only incarceration, and she's not only going to be punished by the court, she's also going to be punished by the universe. Because you suffered. You felt ill. You were in pain. You were tortured. Do you think she deserves any wealth? No, she doesn't. Nor she'll have anything. After what she did to you, she can forget it. Forget it. So there's, like I said, some sort of corruption, war corruption, okay? She could have abused her power. She could have manipulated one of her lovers to do what she wanted. She's a con artist. A 100% con artist. What else can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? Jail. She could be an earth sign. There's an earth sign for this woman. For this woman that wanted to become rich, have some sort of personal financial gain, business, upon your fall and upon your torture and suffering. There's a jail time for her. She could be an earth sign. A Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Framed you. Maybe she and an earth sign framed you. You see, you were set up here. No wonder. You know, there's nothing worse than being framed for a crime that you didn't do. This is the lowest of the love. If an innocent person being tortured and accused of crime that they have not committed. And yet this sick woman, maybe together with an earth sign, or maybe she's an earth sign, that framed you. She really thought and believed that she did a fabulous job. And just for security purposes, she thought to herself, well, why don't I slam some witchcraft on you? Just to be sure. You see, constantly, this sick woman targeted you. But I do see that the universes came up here. Wheel of Fortune, it's a very powerful card. Major arcana. And it speaks of one thing. that the events that will unfold in months of May, beyond her control or yours, there's nothing you can do. The time has finally come. I also see there's financial struggles for this woman. Not only, like I said, imprisonment, but also no finances, nothing. This woman will lose everything. What else about this woman? Yeah, arrest warrants. Honestly, she's hanging on her last straw. Everybody wants these people incarcerated. There's an arrest warrant already drafted. Okay? Arrest warrant Form 5 already drafted. Maybe even signed. And in every arrest warrant, you have to put the date of arrest. All right? So just like any search warrants, arrest warrants, usually there's like a date. Okay, we are going to do the arrest warrant on this sick woman who is clearly cuckoo, who framed you, who got exposed. We have hard evidence to put her in prison. I see that arrest warrant already drafted. Because enough is enough. You understand what I mean? Enough is enough. She probably doesn't know that. She probably thinks that nobody knows what she did. All of this fact that you were framed, that you were maybe thrown under some sort of investigation, maybe some of you been subjected to some unethical, inhumane experiments. It's all out. There's no secrecy here anymore. There will be an arrest warrant issued, and it will be exercised in a full force and effect, and this sick witch will be directly thrown in prison without no possibility of bail. Even more card dropping. Okay, so let's take a look. Why is this sociopathic woman that framed you? Why did she frame you? Why did she frame you? There's a nurse sign. Why did this sociopathic woman frame you legally? King of Swords. Okay, so there's a King of Swords involved. Mm-hmm. All right. There's another one. A male. See, remember I told you there's a male. There's a Seven of Swords here as well, right? Who helped her? Some sick man helped her. A male in uniform helped her. This man could be a lawyer, right? He has scissors. Scissors often represent something sharp. And of course, Seven of Swords, there's computer. Computer. Do you see? You were framed on some sort of internet basis or computer basis or something to do with online. And if you pay attention here, this male here, this King of Swords, who is a King of Swords? It's a man who could be an air sign. He doesn't have to be. Also represents a male that wears a uniform for a living, also a lawyer. Okay? And that man, whoever that man is, could be a detective, could be a private detective that she paid, most likely had an affair with. Let's face it, there's a card of lovers here. She's a manipulator. She uses men. She uses people. And if this sick woman wanted to get the goal, and that goal was for some reason to frame you, she's going to make that happen. Because that's what she wanted. So, like I said, this man, he's kind of cold, very tyrannic, maybe Aquarius. I do card, there's an image of a hairdresser. Maybe he likes to get his haircut done often. Okay? Once again, doesn't have to be. But this man took notes. Took notes. It was planned, right? Planned. It's kind of like he watched you all the time. All the time he watched you, right? He's like, okay, If we do this and this, you will be able to be framed. So you were framed either via hacker. There's something on internet here, something online. You possibly could have not even had an idea how you're to be framed. But something was drafted, something was typed out, something was created. She was a mastermind of this all. But the man, this King of Swords, he's the one that actually put his hand towards it. You see, he has a tool, he has a scissors, cutting something out, leaving out certain evidence, replacing certain evidence in a certain report, making things look as if you at fault. This is what framed is when it wasn't you. It was this man, this King of Swords, who did it. And then you were slammed as a guilty one. Now that's fraud. That is miscarriage of justice. So her lover helped her. I kind of assuming that they could have been lovers with each other. I don't think like it was very open relationship at that point when this man framed you with this woman. I do kind of have a suspicion that they were secretly dating. What are the relationship between this King of Swords and this woman that helped her, that helped him? Who is this King of Swords? Who is this King of Swords? Sexual appeal, trolling, right? Troll, some troll. Two-faced, fake. Okay. Who is this man? Well, a man who doesn't even know who he is, right? His whole life, he's searching for who he is. He's trying to find who he is, soul searching. He's confused. It's an individual that is so lost, beyond repair. And I cannot say any positive words about this sick man either, this pervert. He's lost. He's confused. He's a loser. I'm sorry to say that. But also a pervert. Look, physical attraction. He has irresistible desires towards women. He's a womanizer. And a troll. Baiting a reaction, provoking dispute, intentionally causing upset to people, trolling people. He's just a very nasty, perverted, sick man, full of addictions, including sex addictions. Womanizer. And this narcissistic earth sign woman knew that. She knew that. They were in it together. Not only they were hooking up with each other, supposedly, secretly, maybe at work. There's a card of work here. Co-workers. So-called co-workers. But I have nothing nice to say about this man. He's a pervert. Yeah, he helped her. He committed fraud for her. Together, a pair of clowns. And yet you have to suffer and feel ill? That's not cool. Yes, I can promise you that they will be in jail. And there will be an arrest warrant. Doesn't matter what they're doing. Because this pervert probably still targeting you. This sicko till this day does not understand was this sick woman that every single thing these two clowns doing is recorded, is wiretapped. They don't get it. They think it's a joke. Who is this King of Swords? Who is this liar? You were set up here by this couple. You were set up. Yeah, promotion, money, level up. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, King of Swords. Did he got promoted too? Right? It was like the lover's plan. Let's look for innocent people. We can frame them, and ta-da! We're just magically gonna be promoted. That's all they wanted. They wanted a reward reward, because they're such a losers that they needed to make, if this is a, let's say, a pair of cops or lawyers or whoever these crazies are, they really wanted to be praised, right? This narcissism and big ego. Um, oh, we will be praised. We will be rewarded. For what? For fabricating lies? Building a case on a lie? You wanted to be promoted? You will be demoted in jail. You can be promoted in prison to clean toilets. That I'm fine with that. I do see digital surveillance, online fixation. This person, these people, they're fixated with you, including this pervert. I already mentioned you that when I'm talking about this King of Swords, and it's not a joke, he's a hacker, he's a stalker, okay? He's a stalker, and not just a normal one. He's like a you know, have very unhealthy desires towards women. That is a pervert. Do you see what I mean? And yeah, I do have digital surveillance, monitoring you, tracking you, watching every single move. And he has some sort of fixation with you. And he cannot deny it. I don't know if this crazy woman knows it. I don't think she cared at this point. But without him, she would have not do anything. He helped her because he's that sick. A stalker that did all of that work on a computer remotely. I do see there are scissors here. I don't know what he's cutting or what kind of dangerous tools he's using. That's another question. So in the months of May, you should feel a lot more better. You should feel, at peace, at peace. And soon you will, because these two will not leave you alone until they will be incarcerated. That is a fact. That is a fact. Because I can feel how difficult it is for you when some pervert and some sick woman constantly targeting you. What about this sick woman? Else. Of course, total drama. It's like a Santa Barbara, right? Dramatic. She's dramatic. She probably runs around crying to everybody. Oh no. Look at me, I'm a victim. No, you're an abuser, you're not a victim. You playing with witchcraft and pretend that you're a Christian, because that's typical narcissist, right? She's highly insecure as well. So there's a sense of jealousy, insecurities. I don't know who the sick woman is. I don't know who this woman is. But I do know for sure that she's highly insecure. She's total drama. She's highly manipulative. She's a pathological liar. And this pervert helped her frame you. And both of them will be in jail. Because I do see here is destroyed. Everything's destroyed. That's why she's being total drama. Because she understands that her life is over. And yes, think about it. It's a common sense, right? The reason why everything destroyed in your enemy's life, and soon you will witness it with your own eyes, is because all of that manipulation, that lies and control that this sick pair wanted to put upon you, they're being destroyed. She can no longer manipulate anybody. Not the court, not the law, not the police, not people. Nobody believes her. Nobody. And on top of that, everybody knows that this pervert is involved with her together because they were lovers. Probably still are. Who knows? Jealousy, right? Maybe from this earth sign woman, there's just a lot of jealousy. Jealousy. She wanted to destroy you, to make herself feel better, because she wanted a chance to shine, to be on a spotlight. Because when you came in, you could have took her spotlight. I see the card military. However, maybe this Frico is military. There's military involved. Military framed you. This woman and somebody from military. Military hackers. The pervert who is in the military. Military hackers. And I see a lawyer as well. Maybe a lawyer and a soldier. A good pair, right? You know what? It always surprises me. The things that people is actually would do in order to feel better about themselves. You know, and individuals that walk on people's heads to gain power or have wealth or stability. Eventually, you'll get caught. They got caught. Okay, I see the card. There's a job here. Obsession was work, promotion, right? There's money here. Someone here wanted this opportunity, this chance. Let's clarify the card of a job. Twisted. King of Wands. King of Wands, yeah. What is a King of Wands? Ambition, right? I want to be in the spotlight. See, a mic. I want to be heard. I want to be a rock star. I want to be successful. I want to be on fire, right? So the Wands is an energy of career. It's a energy of power. Maybe this person is a fire sign. And of course, magician, control. Control. Whatever that was is about is to have a full control, to do what I say I want to do. So yeah, promotion, to be in charge, to be creative, to do what I want to do. It's going to be how I said it. How are things at work for these people? All of this so-called military / lawyers, promotion, level up, income. How are things are going? Because I do see there's struggle, financial struggles. How are things currently for them at work? Well, problems. A big problem, see? Difficult, a lot of arguments. I kind of feel like they have to defend themselves. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to defend themselves. This is the card of aggression, Knight of Swords. Maybe a masculine here, because a male here could be in the military. Like I said, a male most likely wears a uniform. Very big mouth. Okay, he's a liar. He's very tyrannic, very cruel, impatient, very disorganized. So these people losing control over the situation simply because they're exposed. And Ten of Wands, it speaks for itself. It's a lot of burdens. It's a lot of stress, frustration. These people losing faith, but yet they don't quit. They don't ask for remorse, even to their superiors. They feel like they own this place, right? Manipulators. Look at this. Manipulators. Manipulators. Magician and the King of Wands. Narcissism. Ego. And whatever this person, maybe a male or a woman, whatever these people saying, they say it with so much aggression, as if they're right, but they're not. They're not right. But they want to push down everybody's throat. Once again, they want to continue manipulate, lie, and control the situation. Control this fraud that they themselves created. It's not going to work, right? They only bring in more burdens for themselves. They're liars. They're lying. They're envious. They truly believe that nobody knows of what they did. They truly think that whoever these hackers they have going on, some idiots, think that they know they have the tools that a special forces do. They don't have these type of technology. And whoever investigates them have all kinds of technology. They're already exposed. That's why they're going to jail. See? So keep it up. They can keep it up. Crazies. It's a pair of crazies. Yeah, of course, watching you. They're watching you, okay? They're watching you while they're being watched. They are being watched. Just so you know. You are being watched. They're being watched as well. It's just the thing is between you and them. You do not do anything illegal. You do not possess any hacking apps, interceptive devices, or any other interceptive wiretap technology, which is a criminal offense. You don't do anything. They do. So who's going to be arrested here? They will. So in months of May, yeah, see bounty hunters watching them. They're watched big time. See? They're in a hot pursuit. Bounty hunters. They are all eyes on them. All eyes. 24/7 a day. 24/7 a day rotation. All eyes on a pervert and a wannabe sick witch. 24/7. And whoever these bounty hunters are, they're like, let's just throw these psychos in jail. They want them in jail. Okay? But they're waiting. And the reason why they're waiting, because they want to slam these psychos with at most possible charges. Not limited to trespass, assault, cyber crimes, slander, harassment, perjury, fraud, corruption, abuse of power, abuse of process, theft, and it goes on and on and on. The longer the investigation, you be sure that imprisonment is going to be even more lengthy than that investigation. Takes a lot of resources, takes a lot of money. So in other words, these clowns who framed you for their own sake, for their own stupidity, they don't have much time. And since I'm doing a reading to see what will actually come to light in the month of May, expect these people, your karmics, one by one being arrested. One by one. So I see in the card frame, what did they frame you with? Something online with the help of a male. Male did something. Male framed you. Let's analyze this card of framing. Clarify the card of how exactly this pair framed you. Ooh, life insurance. Life insurance? Well, what life insurance? Did they maybe gotten some sort of life insurance on you already? Thinking you won't make it? Could be. For some of you, could be a matter of life insurance. They could have, there's something to do maybe with insurance, life insurance, or they gotten some sort of life insurance, or could be over some sort of insurance money, or some sort of insurance. Doesn't have to be life insurance, okay? There's a different types of insurance. Travel insurance, um, house insurance, vehicle insurance, sickness and disability insurance, right? There's all kinds of insurance. Maybe, okay, maybe they could have gotten some sort of policy on you in your name, okay? In your name. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to think, why would somebody needed an insurance in your name? Usually people would get an insurance if they need it. So maybe there's like a disability insurance that was created in your name to make you appear crazy or sick. I don't know. But something to do with some sort of insurance fraud. Maybe they reported it something. And yeah, there's jealousy here, right? There's jealousy. Maybe maybe the woman who is clearly insecure and very jealous of you, this woman could also be the other woman or some other woman that was competing with you for something, like a boyfriend or an ex of your ex, crazy ex, okay, baby's mama. But the question is here that there's jealousy. Maybe they framed you that the sick woman over here that constantly did some sort of witchcraft on you like a psychopath. Don't even get me started. Trust me, she's already broke. I do see here that one of her first punishment is poverty, amongst many other ones that we'll catch on later. I do see that there's a jealousy here. She could have said, for example, that, oh, I'm afraid for my life. So she went ahead and did some sort of life insurance policy and got it in her name, saying that she's scared for her life because you're going to do something to her. So the thing is that whatever was done here was all a lie. It's fabricated, framed, okay? And life insurance came up. So if you were to do a research, once again, you don't have to do it. There's clearly police involved. There's arrest warrants, there's jail. There's clearly cops involved. They will look up this information. They will find if there's any life insurance fraud or scam that was ever done in your name. I will take a look whether or not somebody even could have purchased an insurance policy in your name. Could be work insurance, could be legal insurance, could be any type of insurance. Okay, there's a different types of insurances. But I do see that life insurance has a direct link that this sick woman and her so-called crazy perverted boyfriend, lover, whoever he is, did this to you. So if you already know, yeah, it's a couple. Thank you, couple. Sorry, they're a couple, okay? They're not lovers, they're a couple. Scammers, insurance scammers, con artists. Do you see what I mean? They're scammers. That's why I see in the card of money here, of this sociopathic narcissist. Money this couple wanted. Jealousy. Maybe they wanted your insurance settlement money. Maybe you got some sort of settlement and they wanted it. So think, guys, why would our guides deliver this message that this couple did some sort of insurance fraud? And how does exactly insurance is a part of you being framed? Okay, think about it. But I do see that this is all and out. They will be detained and arrested. It was all fraud. They did it online. Whatever they did it online. Maybe they purchased it online. Of course, with thanks to our technology today, our law enforcement, they have an incredible ways to read the data, that you could possibly, no one could read, but they can. Okay, in today's society, it doesn't matter what computer you used, is all get registered through the tower. Yeah, it takes a long time. It takes a long time for these forensics department, IT forensics department, to actually analyze and break down and reconvert every single information sent from that specific tower, because it's always linked to the tower. It's a breakthrough. It's that of course law enforcement using today. But like I said, what will convict this couple is their online fraud that will be linked to that IP address, to that computer, to that time. Because they literally took notes, right? Took notes. They took notes. They planned it. They could have accused you that you commit insurance fraud. That also could be. Okay? They could have said, no, you're a fraudster. They set you up. They called you a con artist. They called you a criminal. They called you a fraudster. But deep down, they wanted this money. And they could have made some money. But on a positive note, arrest warrant are pending. Okay, any day now. And of course, incarceration. Of course, incarceration. Okay, my wonderful collective. Let's see what else your guides have to say for you today. What else? Avo. Sight. Detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control, right? Because the first card came up today is the card of a sickness, you know, and the moment I seen it, my heart broke. Okay? I'm so sad. See, you're tired. You're tired, right? You're physically tired from dealing with this pervert and this sick narcissist, jealous sociopathic narcissist, a gold digging idiot. It's exhausting. So, as an advice for you to simply detach yourself from these sick people. You cannot change anything. Let cops do their job. They failed you. They failed you, and believe me, they know they failed you. They got the message. Hundreds of messages you sent to everybody, every department. Everyone receives your message. So you need to simply trust the process. Trust the universe. Detach yourself emotionally from this situation, because at this point you cannot control anything. You can't. This couple framed you. Something to do with insurance. They have been under investigation for at least 8 years. They will be arrested and they will go to prison. I see a lawyer and a military here. Hackers. You've seen it. So simply rest, okay? It's very important for you to rest. You know, go outside, have some good time, spend some time on the nature, ground yourself. Okay, ground yourself. Everything's gonna be okay for you. Okay? Okay, my wonderful, beautiful sweethearts. This was the message for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. And you have a wonderful day, night, evening, or afternoon. Bye, guys.